Hello and welcome to Logan Sounds Off, and today I'm going to be discussing a package that I received from Crispin Glover Records in Norway. I want to thank Gear and all the gang for sending me all of this great music. I hope I pronounced Gear right, and if not, I apologise. This is a really cool bunch of music, so I want to thank you so much for doing this. It really means a lot, and it's your kindness and generosity is not lost on me. I very much appreciate this. So I'm really excited to share what I received here with all of you. Starting off with Patrik Fitzgerald, Safety Pin Stuck in My Heart. This is released on Munster Records, but it was originally released as Anagram CD Punk 31. This is a compilation of Patrik Fitzgerald's work, which was sent to me as an introduction to his music, and it's pressed on a great standard black heavyweight vinyl, which I'm a big fan of. And for someone who's not as initiated with his work, I'm very excited to have a listen. And I think it's going to be a very interesting listen, because I have discovered some of his music, so I'm very excited to discover some more. Of the one song that I discovered of his prior to this delivery, I'm very excited to listen to this. I haven't listened to it yet, and unfortunately this will not be linked in the description because it's not available on the Crispin Glover shop at the time of recording, but try and look out for it, and maybe when you receive it, tag Crispin Glover Records or me for the recommendation. Next up is Resjumea's Uhuru. Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. This is a limited to 300 copies coloured vinyl, which starts off with the cover on the sleeve, then works its way down to the cover, which then works its way down to the inner sleeve, which then works its way down to the vinyl, which I think is a beautiful and very artistic touch. And this is a really cool coloured vinyl, which was released on Crispin Glover Records, and I've had a listen to this album, and I really like it. I think it's a really cool kind of genre-bending album. I really love listening to this record, and I'm excited to listen to it a bit more, because I think I'm going to need a bit more time with this. So hopefully I'll get to hear some more Resjumea in the future, and I'd really love to hear some more from that. And that will be linked down below, a link to buy this version. It may be sold out at the time of viewing, so just keep that in mind. But this is a really beautiful record, so thank you, Crispin Glover Records, for introducing me to this really cool music. So there we go. That's now going to go over to the side with Patrik Fitzgerald. Next up, I'd like to discuss Oyvind Holm's album Paradox of Laughing, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I haven't listened to this album, but it's this album is really cool because it's a deluxe edition version, and it opens up to Oyvind's Sad Face. And a band that we're going to get into, so actually you can see Oyvind's happy face and his sad face. And if you want to be really cursed, you can see a happy sad face, which I don't really want to do. I think one emotion's enough for me. But Oyvind is a man who we're going to be talking about a lot in this episode, because he also is in the band Sugarfoot, which I've received some music from, well, not some, a lot of music from Crispin Glover Records. And he also has a new album coming out, which is an excellent album, if I may say. I really enjoyed it. So this is a really cool deluxe edition album. Thank you so much for Crispin Glover Records for getting me to really explore Oyvind's catalogue, not only as a solo artist with 2 of his albums, but also with Sugarfoot. I think that's really cool, and I'm gonna be able to build my own mental portrait of Oyvind. Not unlike this picture, which, because it's December at the time of recording, is giving me festive vibes. If you're in the middle of January, I'm sorry for bringing up Christmas or the C word. But this is a really cool vinyl, and it's with the Gyanzi. It's giving me festive vibes, so I really like that. Next up, we have Sugarfoot, just as we mentioned it. And this is Cosmic Norse Americana, and this is a compilation. And as it says here, this is a compilation of highlights from our 5 albums and a brand new cover song, which is quite exciting. And this is limited to 400 copies, and it does say to 500, but it starts at 101. So this is a compilation that I'm very excited to listen to. I haven't listened to it yet, and this was released on Crispin Glover Records, I believe. I'm going to double check though. No. Was this? I'm not sure. Yes, it was. I'm not sure now. I was looking at the number on the side of the record and I was going, is that Crispin Glover's number? So I didn't know, but it is. So that's cool. This is a beautiful coloured vinyl. I really, really love this. So just by looking at it, I'm already excited. So I can only imagine how cool the music is going to be. And again, we're returning back to Oyvind with his contributions. Oh my God, and look at this picture. Wow, that is stunning. His significant contributions to Sugarfoot as a member. So that should be really, really interesting. Again, we're just continuing to paint this portrait. Now, moving on from Sugarfoot, who are a band we are going to know very well, we're now going to move on to another group that we're going to know very well, which is Spider God. And this is from 8 to Eternity, their latest studio album. And this is released on a limited edition 180 gram cam crystal water vinyl with a poster included. It has a really glossy finish on the cover. It also has the Spider God logo on the sleeve, which I love. So you have your standard just sleeve, but on the inside you have your cam seawater colour, which is one of the most beautiful coloured vinyls I've ever seen. I haven't listened to this album. Again, this is another Crispin Glover Records release. I haven't listened to this album. I think I'm going to, I don't know, but I think I'm going to listen to the first 5 Spider God albums first to kind of get a bit of history, to do a little bit of study, commit to this album, you know, commit to the rest of their discography and really come in with a mind that is initiated with Spider God and kind of has an idea of what they're about, so I can enjoy the album even more and maybe even have it contribute more to me. Now, if I could get this poster open. Here we go. This is your poster now, your full album poster, which if you're a Spider God fan, you can get this with the vinyl and you can have it up in your room. And as well, guys, they have Spider God socks, so you can be remember, your feet will even be showing off how much of a fan of Spider God they are. If you're a true fan, you can go on to Crispin Glover Records right now. And I haven't listened to Spider God yet, but I'd say by the time I finish listening to these albums, I may want some Spider God socks. So, just keeping an eye on the time, I'm going to try and make sure I get through all these releases and also save you a couple of minutes because you guys all want to see these incredible records. We now have Bingo Crowd with Manners. And this comes not only with just the standard record, it comes with some track lists, which I think is really, really awesome. And I really, really like that. And I think not all of these things may come with every record because I'm not sure if they come with every record. But with this record it did. This is a limited gold pressing released on Crispin Glover. Beautiful colour and how luxurious. You want to give your turntable a glow up. Look at this thing. So that's really, really cool. And I love the cover of this album. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of intense. And it's very unassertive and reserved. And yet it does kind of give you a bit of a weird feeling. Like a kind of sickly feeling in your stomach. But in a really metal way. Not in a really kind of, oh God, that looks like a unicorn puked over the whole record. No, this is the kind of thing that gives you like a metal, sickly feeling, like you're looking at it going, oh yeah. Even though this isn't metal. But the cover kind of is. I use metal nearly as an adjective. That metal, something that's hardcore, but it's also artistic. Next, we're going to get into some 7 inches. This is the Soylent Greenland version of Punch. This is the Soylent Greenland version of Punch. This is my black standard vinyl version. And these may look the same, but they're not. If you turn them around, this one has no text underneath the barcode, but this one does. It says limited Soylent Greenland edition. I don't know why this one does, but it comes with not just one, but 2 covers. Maybe I could hang up a gross baby Trump in my room. I don't know. And this is your Soylent Greenland coloured version, which is constantly reminding us and people across the globe, Greenland is not for sale. Alternative Tentacles, Crispin Glover Records, this joint release, good job. Still putting out the important messages, always appreciated. So, that's really, really cool. Love being able to be a bit of a nerd, and for the first time regarding vinyl, be able to say, yeah, I have the black and the Soylent Greenland version. Yeah. So that's really, really cool, and I can't tell which one's which. Okay, this is the black one, this is the green one. Okay, grand. We can now set those to the side. Next we have Patrik, Fitzgerald, No Santa Clauses, which although it's festive time of year, this particular topic is quite sad because it's talking about all the Victorian children who would clean chimneys during Christmas time and didn't have a Christmas, which is very, very sad. Here's your frosty coloured Christmas vinyl. And there's something very, very forlorn about that song, which I've had a listen to and is absolutely beautiful and really, really excellent. And the B-side then, which is With Her Head Tucked Underneath Her Arm, is an old music hall song. And honestly, this is a spectacular 7-inch and very, very sad. And you never really think back to those times in Victorian houses when you had all these children climbing up and cleaning all these chimneys. It was truly a horrible job. So I think that's a really, really impactful release. And I love Patrik's liner notes on the inside. It's very informative. Next we have Sugarfoot, Snakes and Ladders, which is a board game and a 7-inch. This is so cool. I'm just trying, I've got a bit of a cough, so I'm trying not to cough all over the lens. Wouldn't be great. And cough all over you beautiful people. So this is Sugarfoot, Snakes and Ladders. And you have all these characters. And then if you thought, oh, no, you don't just get those characters. You also get these to cut out and these to cut out. And then you're going like, oh yeah, that's cool. So you can play with your own Snakes and Ladders board. That's kind of neat, especially if you're a Sugarfoot fan. Oh, no. That's not how Sugarfoot do it. They provide you with the Snakes and Ladders whole set. This is a box that I assembled on a Saturday morning and was very happy to assemble. So it's huge. So you can bond with a friend or a relative playing Snakes and Ladders while listening to Sugarfoot. As an artistic gesture, I love this because it's very for the fans. And as a musical gesture, I think this is cool as well because it kind of gives a lot more to the music. And then you also have your instruction leaflet or little page, which is telling you, which has some a humorous joke at the end, a note about Square 9 and what happens when you stumble upon a very tempting Mojave tequila tree. So for those who are 18 plus and are of legal age of drinking, that is a funny joke, and for me it's just another innocent gesture that's involved with this beautiful Snakes and Ladders pressing. I love this. I genuinely do. It's just a really, really cool pressing. Yeah. And it also has some little coffee spill marks on the side. Again, guys, Spotify may provide you with the Snakes and Ladders songs that are on the 7-inch, but they won't provide you a board game. That's all I'm saying. Next up, we have all sewn up a tribute to Patrik Fitzgerald, which contains punch. It also contains punk, but it contains punch, which I'm excited to hear the CD version. That'll be cool. So this is now Crispin Glover Records again. 2 CD with booklet. Oh! Okay, I'm sorry, that was an assault to the ears. Made out of cardboard as well, so lovely texture. Love this. Next, Spider God. You didn't think it was just one LP, did you know? It's their entire discography. Starting off with this, quite an ominous cover. And you have, let's say you're just like getting inspired of God, they hold your hand listening to the music. Fellas, I haven't listened to this music yet, but I'm excited to because I am guided. They're like, no, it's okay. We'll help you. You have a booklet. You have your CDs equally labelled, all labelled, and your afterword. So you get provided with a whole backstory and a backdrop, context, information, everything. Very, very nice. Crispin Glover Records. Another Crispin Glover Records release is the second Spider-God box set, which you guessed it, also has your 3 CDs, including a plus disc, which you can get in this box set. You have your leaflet and your afterword, which on the end says, thank you and may the force be with you always, which is really, really cool. And a cool Star Wars reference as well. So, then we have Sugarfoot, the 7 albums box set. This is a chunky release. Wow. That's big. That is a big, like to compare that to another CD size, this is Life, Death and Dennis Hopper. This is Sugarfoot. It's a big release. Now, what I will say actually about Sugarfoot and their connection is they have been playing with the Waterboys. I believe they're also featured on one of these songs as well. I'm not sure though. But either way, that's really cool. So, what we have now here is we open up our box set. Again, a magnificent box set. And we find some signatures. Then we have our Hans Dinneman and Sugarfoot collaborative album, which I actually not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Then we have the Santa Ana, Cosmic Norse Americana, In the Clearing, Different Stars, This Love That We Outwore, and Big Sky Country. So there's a lot there to delve into. And that is the end of the CD. Oh, sorry, we actually have one last CD, which is in a 7-inch sleeve to protect it. And I want to thank Crispin Glover Records for protecting the CD because it is amazing. Oyvind Holm's new album, Blue is the Colour of My Soul Light. Remember? I'm not sure if I mentioned this at the start of the video, but there's a postcard I received. They're connected. This very good album. Definitely check it out. I adored it. Oyvind, well done. Cannot wait to hear your work with Sugarfoot and also your other studio album that we have there, Paradox of Laughing. Very excited for that. But on top of all this, we have our Crispin Glover t-shirt so I can show that I'm a fan, and our Crispin Glover red t-shirt. I thought that would shake more in a cool way. And it says on the back ominously, I'm making my lunch. That's everything. And that's a lot. So I want to thank Torgear, again, I'm sorry for mispronouncing that, and all the gang at Crispin Glover Records for, first of all, sending me all this stuff. I really appreciate it. It's really, really cool of you. It's very, very nice of you. Again, the kindness and generosity is not lost on me. This is a beautiful package that you've sent me, and I really do appreciate it. And as well, thank you for doing what you do, keeping music alive, preserving the physical media outlet that musicians now have for music to be able to press their records and have them put out on incredible independent labels like you guys. I really appreciate it, and the music community and those of who actually appreciate music, appreciate you for doing. So thank you so much for that. And thank you so much to you, the viewer, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Wherever you are in Norway, Ireland, or the rest of the world, I hope you're keeping very well. You're having a spectacular day. And I want to thank you so much for putting your time into watching this video. And I will see you in the next one. And if I don't, happy Christmas or happy holidays. Goodbye.